And we are back. I am continuing recording this pretty much right after I was able to compress the last video, just because I remember we were in the middle of the commentary. I guess we are done with the commentary as I have a icon on the screen. I also noticed from last time that it seemed like I was kind of discussing slides from a slideshow summer vacation. I hope it doesn't come across that way too much, and I hope that's not too annoying. There's not too much of that sort of narration again, I don't believe. There's a few sort of cut scenes that might occur, but for the most part, we are done with the we are done with the introduction. For the most part, those sorts of scenes are not going to be seen too often in the duration of the game. Once again, if you are joining us in just this video, which would be kind of weird, but if you are, I am not doing what some of the other Let's Play folks do with the Sierra games, and that is reading verbatim each line of narration and each line, particularly of the characters, simply because I just don't have the talent to be able to sort of reproduce their voices. If it does seem too annoying, please post your comments and I will just try to read them, maybe make some feeble attempts at some of the characters' voices, but besides that, hopefully it might make it go a little bit more quickly, and certainly that's no criticism of anyone else who has done the voices in a Let's Play. They've been very entertaining, particularly from Late Blade and her crabbiness. I just don't have the talent to pull it off, and maybe doing it this way might get some petitions going around to get those folks to maybe do a Quest for Glory 3 game, so it does have the charm of having the individual characters speaking in a manner that reflects their character and isn't just a summary. But we'll see how that works for first few videos. If it becomes a problem, I will try to adjust for you folks. Anyway, we are in right now Krisha and Rakish's house, and like I mentioned before, you do spend a decent amount of time here. Unfortunately, this game doesn't have that many areas to go to. We'll take a look at Tarna in a little bit over the city. It looks like a pretty cool sort of ancient Egyptian city, and let's just adjust these controls a little bit and set up a save game. But it looks... There we go. That's weird. Anyway, it looks like a pretty cool sort of ancient Egyptian city, and sadly, you really can't see too much in Tarna, as we'll see. Well, I'll go into some of it now. Let's just say Brown versus Board did not come down by the Lion Tour Supreme Court in Tarna. There is de jure segregation alive and well, and it's pretty much just a cover for the animators to be a bit lazy and not have to animate the whole city. And what I mean by that is there are parts that are supposedly inaccessible to non-Lion Tours. So the Civil Rights Act of Tarna has not quite made it through the legislature, and so we are banned from most parts of the city because we are a mere human and not a Lion Tour. And unfortunately, what that means for the gameplay is that it's not quite as cool as the city really could be. Surprisingly, we actually are allowed into some areas of the city that are you'd think would be pretty exclusive, and we'll get to that in a bit. But I certainly don't want to spend the whole time just gabbing about what I know about Sierra, and many of you actually want to see us play the game, which we have not done yet. So we'll just we'll get started there. This is Rakish, as mentioned before, and this is Krisha, and she is a wise Lion Tour, and she is a magician. If you are a wizard, there's actually a lot of things you can do with her. Back here is, well, that's just a commentary about the urn back there, but full of commons, which I guess somewhat of a joke, sort of a money jar. I believe commons are the basic unit of money, the sort of non-dollar denomination of money in Tarna. But back here is really where they tend to be when you come in, and there's a lot of times more of a cut scene and not really the sprite characters that you see down here. So let's, I guess, try to be polite as a paladin and introduce ourselves to Krisha. And she is very friendly to us, very welcoming, obviously, because Rakish thinks highly of us. Oops, pardon me. and we'll tell about our adventures in Shapir. And we tell about Shapir and Adadvis, and Ziza has apparently already talked to her of Adadvis, and she's praising us for being a hero for defeating Adadvis. Okay, well, let's go. Let's talk to these folks. Maybe we can pick up a few things about, particularly about being a paladin. So here's Tarna. This is Tarna, and as we mentioned, it is ruled by the Lion Taurs, and he wants us to appreciate the beauty of this place. And of course, that would be easier if we could see more of the city. But it does look like it'd be a very nice place to visit. Very nice architecture. Sadly, we can only see part of it. And yes, we're talking about Yura, who is a Sinbani warrior who we came with, and we are going to actually meet up with her in a few days. We're going to travel over Rakeesh, and that's kind of when a lot of the action of the game starts rolling. And we want to try to find out more about the war between the Sinbani people and the leopard men and that's really kind of part of the conflict in this game. That the leopard men and the Sinbani are in conflict with each other, and there may be some other forces behind that. We'll ask about the Sinbani. The Sinbani's village is about a day's journey from here, and the leopard men is that they, I guess, don't know too much about the leopard men, but that they are shape changers, and I guess they are actually humans. I always like doing that to Rakeesh. It's kind of funny, putting the mouth on him. But anyway, they are not actually leopards all the time. They're only changed into leopards. They cast spells to change into leopards, but they're actually humans as well. And so let's make sure we get through the comments, or try to get through the comments before the video's over. Ask about shape changers. So yeah, it's pretty much just talk about humans who change into different creatures through magic, which is the leopard men turning into leopards. How about the jungle? The jungle is several days from Tarna, and we can actually get there. The terrain changes. It's one of the unique things about the game, but we can talk about that a little bit later. Alright, we got through most of that. Let's ask him about the war. He's going to try to find out more about the war, and he will give us more information later. Sounds good. Alright, what about the Lion Taurs? And the Lion Taurs pretty much have always ruled Tarna, and they don't really like humans, as we will see, and as we sort of mentioned beforehand. And I guess he's praising the war to some degree, because that means the Lion Taurs are willing to help out their Sinbani friends, who are humans, so it shows a little bit of crack in some of the pride and dislike for humans. And apparently the legislature is becoming more liberal, I suppose you could say, on the human question. And but there are also some more warlike folks on there as well. And it seems like I forgot about the council actually, but I guess there is some sort of legislature. We'll see a little bit about the government in the Lion Taur Kingdom, but apparently some things have changed, and apparently Krisha thinks they're for the better. And I guess we are not going to have a lot of time to talk to Krisha about many things, so let's try to finish up with Rakeesh. So there's pretty much a symbiotic relationship to a degree between the Sinbani and the Tarna Lion Taurs, so I guess that's part of the reason they get along, for economic reasons. A little bit more with the war, and right now I guess it's just talk according to Rakeesh. But he's once again talking about the respect that may be forged between the Lion Taurs and the humans. And what is this council? The Council of Judgment, I guess we were somewhat confused about that a little bit before. Is made up of the wisest of the Lion Taur people. And Krisha is a member, and I guess she is the magical member of the council. I guess different abilities give you different membership. And, well, she's one of the few Lion Taurs who studies magic. And he's giving her a nice compliment about being wise as well. How sweet. Okay, what else do we have? And we can ask one more thing about the Lion Taurs, and I think we're going to be out of time on this video. The Lion Taurs, oh, we actually already asked that. I apologize for that. And Krisha's just going through that again. Alright, well, we're coming down to the wire on this. I apologize that it took up so much time. I guess Fortunately, time flies in the Let's Play world, I guess. I never really realized that while just watching Let's Plays, but such is the case. So we are done here for now. We'll talk to Krisha and get out and explore the city of Tarna, such as it is. And hopefully you'll tune in next time, and I'll talk to you later.